2025 Can-Am Canyon. Meet the 2025 Can-Am Canyon, a three-wheel machine built for riders who don't want pavement to decide the limits. At its core is a 1,330cc Rotax inline-3 engine. It delivers 115 horsepower and a solid wave of torque, giving the Canyon confident pull whether you're cruising highways or tackling rough terrain. Power is managed through a 6-speed semi-automatic gearbox with reverse, so riding stays simple and controlled. The electronics do a lot of the thinking for you. An advanced stability system works alongside electronic throttle control and offers 4 ride modes: normal for everyday use, sport for aggressive riding, all-road for mixed surfaces, and rally when things get serious off-road. Suspension is where the Canyon really shows its intent. Up front, AA arms paired with long travel, big bore shocks absorb harsh impacts. At the rear, a reinforced swing arm adds over 9 inches of travel, keeping the bike planted when the terrain turns unpredictable. Stopping power comes from Brembo, with 4 piston front calipers clamping down on large discs for strong, reliable braking. Steering assistance is dynamic, adjusting to speed and conditions to reduce fatigue and improve control. Inside the cockpit, tech meets comfort. A large touchscreen supports Apple CarPlay, the windshield adjusts on the fly, and modular LINQ storage lets you customize your setup for long trips or quick adventures. With a weight around 452 kilograms and a starting price of roughly $25,530, the 2025 Can-Am Canyon isn't just a three-wheeler. It's a tech-packed adventure platform designed to go where standard motorcycles hesitate. Air Yacht Concept. Imagine a luxury yacht that doesn't just sail the ocean, it lifts off into the sky. This bold concept from Air Yacht rethinks what extreme wealth could look like in the future. Instead of choosing between air travel and sea travel, this design blends both into a single flying superyacht. The structure is built around a lightweight carbon fiber core, giving it the balance needed to take off, land, and even touch down on water. On either side, 2 massive blimp-style airships provide lift and stability, each packed with energy tanks designed for long-range travel. Power comes from renewable gases like helium and hydrogen, allowing the yacht to stay airborne for up to 48 hours at a time. For safety, an inflatable lower deck acts as a cushion during water landings, adding an extra layer of protection. Inside, the experience is pure luxury. There are 10 private suites, a large living area, and an elegant dining space. At the center of the vessel, a swimming pool sits beneath open views, while a helipad makes arrivals effortless, even in the middle of the ocean. According to designer Pier Paolo Lazzarini, this concept isn't meant for mass production. Alpine Grande Lisbon Caravan. Meet a caravan that turns road trips into real living. This family trailer isn't just for sleeping, it's designed to feel like a small, well-planned apartment on wheels. Inside, the space is clearly divided. A comfortable sleeping area, a functional living zone, and a private bathroom that doesn't feel like an afterthought. The moment you step in, it feels closer to a boutique hotel than a basic camper. Every corner is used wisely. Even small luxuries are included. Yes, there's a dedicated wine rack. The kitchen is fully equipped for real meals, not shortcuts. A microwave, a large fridge, a proper stove, everything positioned for easy movement. Comfort doesn't stop there. You get a built-in heating system for cold nights, a sound system that connects through USB and Bluetooth, and enough smart features to rival some modern apartments. What makes it even more impressive is the size. At over 24 feet long and more than 8 feet wide, the interior never feels cramped. There's room to relax, move, and actually enjoy the journey. This isn't just a caravan. It's a complete mobile home, designed for families who don't want to give up comfort just because they're on the road. Low-Key Expedition. Meet the Low-Key Expedition, a vehicle built for people who refuse to stay connected to the grid. At its core is the rock-solid Ford F550 chassis, engineered to survive brutal terrain without hesitation. But this isn't just a tough truck. It's a full-time living space designed to go anywhere. Inside, you'll find a compact but refined setup, a functional kitchenette, a dedicated sleeping area, a private bathroom, climate control that keeps you comfortable whether you're crossing deserts or climbing into cold mountain zones. Underneath, reinforced suspension and aggressive all-terrain tires handle rough trails with confidence. A high-capacity power system keeps everything running far from civilization, perfect for long off-grid stays. This vehicle is made for serious explorers, remote workers, and digital nomads who want freedom without sacrificing comfort. The Loki Expedition doesn't choose between luxury and capability. It delivers both, starting at around $560,000. Imagine skipping traffic and lifting straight into the sky. That's the idea behind this autonomous flying taxi concept. It's designed as a personal air vehicle, not a traditional aircraft. Compact, sleek, built for comfort as much as performance. There's no pilot on board. The aircraft flies itself using advanced computers, cameras, and sensors that constantly scan the airspace and adjust in real time. Inside, it's made for 2 passengers. A wide panoramic roof opens up the sky above you. Heated seats add comfort, while an integrated entertainment system turns short flights into a premium experience. Power comes from a fully electric system. That means quiet operation and zero direct emissions, making it far cleaner than conventional air transport. The goal isn't just luxury, it's efficiency and safety in crowded cities. This flying taxi could be used for urban commuting, emergency medical transport, or even sightseeing tours. If concepts like this become reality, air travel won't just be faster. It'll be personal, autonomous, and built for everyday life. Flying hotels. Imagine checking into a hotel and realizing it never lands. This concept, known as the Sky Cruise, rethinks air travel as a permanent luxury destination in the sky. Instead of a standard aircraft, picture a massive circular structure designed to stay airborne while carrying thousands of guests at once. Inside, it functions more like a floating resort than a plane. Multiple restaurants, lounges and bars, shopping areas, pools, gyms, spas, live entertainment spaces, even large observation decks offering uninterrupted panoramic views above the clouds. The boldest idea behind the design is its proposed power system. It's imagined to run continuously using advanced nuclear fusion, removing the need for traditional refueling altogether. That's also where reality pushes back. Aviation laws, safety risks, environmental concerns, and the sheer engineering scale make this concept extremely difficult to realize. For now, the Sky Cruise remains a vision of what travel could become, less about getting somewhere, and more about never having to come down. Aska Fly eVTOL. The idea of flying cars isn't science fiction anymore, it's being tested in the real world right now. A California startup called Aska has just reached a major milestone. The company successfully completed the first test flight of its electric flying car, the A5. What makes this vehicle different is its flexibility. On the ground, it drives like a normal car. In the air, it takes off vertically, combining elements of an airplane and a helicopter into one compact design. No runways required. The test flight happened just weeks after Aska received flight testing approval from the Federal Aviation Administration. That quick turnaround shows how serious the project has become, and how close this technology really is. The prototype that flew was full-scale, not a concept model. And according to the company, the flight went exactly as planned. Now, the focus shifts to certification and safety testing, the final steps before public release. If all goes according to plan, the A5 could enter the market as early as 2026. The expected price? Around $789,000, clearly not for everyone, but a strong signal of where transportation is headed. Flying cars may not fill the skies tomorrow, but moments like this prove the future is already taking off. Storm MPV. Meet the Storm MPV, a rugged armored vehicle built to perform when conditions turn extreme. This platform isn't limited to one mission. It's designed for military roles and critical civilian operations, where reliability matters most. Mobility is a priority here, allowing it to move fast and stay stable across challenging terrain. Protection is where it really stands out. The Storm MPV integrates advanced defenses against ballistic threats, IEDs, and mine blasts, helping crews operate safely in high-risk environments. The vehicle is manufactured in the United Arab Emirates by Highland Systems, working alongside Strike Group, a well-known name in armored vehicle production. What makes it even more versatile is its amphibious capability. It can transition from land to water without support, and it can also be fitted with remote control systems for unmanned or independent operations. In terms of size, the Storm MPV measures roughly 5.8 meters long, 2.8 meters wide, and 2.3 meters tall, compact enough for mobility, yet large enough for serious protection. On land, it can reach speeds of up to 140 kilometers per hour. In water, it moves at around 30 kilometers per hour, making it effective across multiple environments. Fast, protected, and adaptable, the Storm MPV is built for missions where failure is not an option. Pangios Terrayacht. The Pangios Terrayacht is a bold concept from Lazzarini Design Studio, a massive, self-sustaining vessel designed to travel the open oceans while keeping its environmental impact low. This isn't just a superyacht. It's a mobile community built for thousands of people. Energy wouldn't come from fuel tanks alone. The design relies on solar panels, wind turbines, and smart energy systems working together to keep the entire structure running. Power is generated on board, used efficiently, and wasted as little as possible. Food and water are handled the same way. Vertical gardens grow fresh produce year-round. Advanced filtration systems recycle and purify seawater, creating a steady, independent supply for daily life. Inside, it feels less like a ship and more like a modern city. Private apartments, fine dining restaurants, entertainment spaces, everything designed to function without constant resupply from land. What makes Pangios different isn't luxury, it's the idea behind it. A place where humans live with the ocean, not against it. A floating experiment in sustainability, mobility, and future living. It's a glimpse of what life at sea could become when technology and environmental responsibility move forward together. RRYZR. China's auto giant SAIC Automotive has been giving its designers a lot of freedom lately, and the results are getting wild. Inside the SAIC design studio, experimental concepts are turning into rolling ideas. One of the most eye-catching is the RRYZR. This isn't a normal electric car. It's an open-air, four-wheel EV built to make the driver feel exposed, connected, and fully aware of the surroundings. No heavy cabin, no isolation, just you and the road. Up front, the RRYZR runs on two slim, hubless wheels. They're narrow, curved, and shaped more like motorcycle tires than car rubber. The design immediately tells you this thing isn't about comfort cruising. At the rear, everything changes. Two wide, chunky wheels sit close together, giving the vehicle a planted stance. That tire shape isn't just for looks, it's meant to let the vehicle lean into corners, motorcycle style. And yes, that lean is where most of the fun comes from. The steering system pushes the concept even further. There's no physical link between the controls and the wheels. Everything is handled electronically. The steering unit itself sits on a central arm that can swing from one side of the vehicle to the other, adapting to different driving positions. This isn't a car designed for mass production. It's a statement, a glimpse at how far designers can go when rules are optional, and imagination takes the wheel. Skyway Technology. Skyway Technology stands out for one simple reason. It delivers modern transport without the massive price tag. Unlike traditional transit systems, Skyway is designed to do more with less. Its construction costs are dramatically lower because it uses far fewer heavy materials. Less steel, less reinforced concrete, smarter engineering. The result is a strong, reliable structure that doesn't waste resources. Operating costs tell the same story. Compared to rail networks, road transport, and even magnetic levitation trains, Skyway is far cheaper to build and run. In some cases, the cost difference is extreme, reaching reductions many times lower than conventional monorail systems. Projects built on this model can come in at around $300 million, a figure that has already drawn public attention in major infrastructure discussions. And because Skyway systems are elevated, they avoid expensive ground-level work. There's little need for land leveling, tunneling, or mountain drilling. In short, Skyway rethinks transportation economics. It cuts material use, simplifies construction, and lowers long-term costs, without sacrificing performance or safety. Manta 5 Hydrofoiler SL3. Meet the Hydrofoiler SL3 from Manta 5, a bike that doesn't stop at the shoreline. This machine takes cycling off the road and onto open water. As you pedal, a submerged hydrofoil lifts the bike above the surface, reducing drag and delivering a smooth, fast glide. It feels less like floating and more like flying. Getting started is surprisingly simple. A deep water launch system helps riders lift off with confidence, even if it's their first time. Once moving, you can choose from 11 levels of electric assistance, adjusting the effort from relaxed cruising to a serious full-body workout. The design is built for real-world use. The frame breaks down into 5 modular pieces, making transport and storage far easier than you'd expect for a water-going bike. On a single charge, the battery supports up to 4.5 hours of riding, plenty of time to explore coastlines, lakes, or calm bays. The AC-75. Meet the AC-75, a yacht that's rewriting the rules of racing. This 75-foot speed machine isn't just big. At 16 feet wide, it's a foiling monohull designed for ultimate performance. Every inch is packed with cutting-edge tech. From wing-shaped hydrofoils to a soft-wing sail, it slices through water like nothing else. Power comes from a battery-driven hydraulic foil system, propelling the yacht past 50 knots. Acceleration? Lightning fast. Agility? Insane. Watching it on the water is pure adrenaline. Built for the 2021 America's Cup and constantly upgraded since, the AC-75 is the product of relentless engineering. Designers, defenders, and record-setting builders at Pickle Marine pushed innovation to the limit. Join us as we dive into the AC-75's tech, performance, and the thrill it brings to the America's Cup. Xpeng Aero. Imagine skipping traffic entirely and lifting straight into the sky. That's the future Xpeng Aero HT is building with flying cars. These vehicles are designed to move people across cities faster, without getting stuck in road congestion. Fewer cars on the ground could also mean cleaner air and less noise in crowded urban areas. But this technology isn't just about convenience. Flying cars could become life-saving tools. In regions with weak road networks, they could transport patients from remote locations to hospitals in a fraction of the time it takes today. Xpeng Aero HT sees flying cars as more than a novelty. The goal is to reshape transportation itself, making it safer, more efficient, and accessible to everyday users, not just the wealthy. The company is focused on reliability, affordability, and real-world use. As the technology matures and costs come down, flying cars won't be limited to one purpose. From emergency response to daily commuting, new use cases will continue to emerge. What once sounded like science fiction is quickly becoming practical reality, and the way we move may never be the same. Virgin Hyperloop. That's the promise behind Virgin Hyperloop. Instead of cars or planes, this system moves passenger and cargo pods through near vacuum tubes. Electric propulsion and magnetic levitation work together to eliminate friction, allowing extreme speeds, up to around 670 miles per hour. At that pace, a trip from San Francisco to Los Angeles wouldn't take 6 hours anymore. It could take about 30 minutes. The idea isn't just speed. The vision is a transport network that's safer, more energy efficient, and far cleaner than today's options. Fewer emissions, less congestion, faster connections between major cities. Ticket prices haven't been finalized yet, because the project is still in development. Early estimates suggest fares could be similar to plane tickets or high-speed rail, not some luxury-only experience. Before any of that becomes real, there's work to do. Regulatory approval, large-scale testing, and infrastructure deployment all need to fall into place. If everything goes according to plan, passenger services could begin rolling out sometime in the 2030s, potentially redefining how we think about long-distance travel.
Verge motorcycles. Imagine a motorcycle that throws out everything you thought was essential, and still delivers more power, more range, and more freedom. This is what Verge Motorcycles is building. Instead of a traditional drivetrain, these electric superbikes use a radical hub motor built directly into the rear wheel. No gearbox, no chain. That single design choice frees up space for a much larger battery, changing how the entire bike is engineered. The result is a machine that feels instant, smooth, and aggressively responsive. Torque hits immediately. Power delivery stays clean. Efficiency goes up. On a full charge, Verge motorcycles can travel as far as 375 kilometers. And when it's time to plug in, fast charging brings the battery back to full in around 25 minutes. There are 3 models in the lineup: the TS, the TS Pro, and the flagship TS Ultra. Pricing starts at about $26,900 and climbs to $44,900 depending on performance and features. Verge isn't just selling electric motorcycles. They're selling a different idea of riding, one that feels futuristic, minimal, and slightly unreal. If you want to understand what the next generation of motorcycles feels like, Verge invites you to experience it firsthand. Because some bikes don't just move forward, they redefine the road beneath you.
Brooder EXP4. Meet the Brooder Express 4, a compact off-road camper built for people who don't stop when the road ends. This trailer is engineered for extreme terrain. Its advanced suspension absorbs rough tracks, deep ruts, and rocky trails, keeping the ride controlled and stable even far from pavement. That makes it a strong choice for serious overlanding, not just weekend camping. Despite its tough exterior, the Express 4 focuses heavily on comfort. Inside, you get a fully insulated cabin designed for all climates, smart storage solutions, and a layout that feels efficient rather than cramped. Step outside, and there's an integrated exterior kitchen ready for life off-grid. Self-sufficiency is a major strength here. The trailer can be equipped with solar power, large water storage, and energy systems that let you stay remote for days at a time without relying on campsites or hookups. What sets this camper apart is balance. It blends rugged durability with premium features, offering a refined experience without sacrificing off-road capability. Pricing for the Brooder Express 4 starts around $65,000, with the final cost rising based on custom options and upgrades. It's not entry-level, but for explorers who demand performance and comfort in the wild, it's built to justify the price. Designed by Brooder Expedition, the Express 4 isn't just a trailer. It's a mobile base camp for serious adventure. Stratospheric. Imagine a vehicle that doesn't choose between water, air, or land. It plays with all three. This concept is called stratospheric, and it looks more like a floating orb than a traditional craft. The idea comes from Pier Paolo Lazzarini, a designer known for creating machines that refuse to fit into one category. At its core is a lightweight carbon fiber sphere, about 1.65 meters wide. Inside, there's room for 2 passengers, seated face to face, fully enclosed, with a clear view in every direction. On the water, a retractable hydrofoil lifts the sphere just above the surface. This reduces drag and lets it glide smoothly, almost like it's floating on air. A built-in self-balancing system continuously adjusts the rotation of the sphere, keeping the ride stable even as conditions change. Power comes from 2 electric jet engines. Together, they produce around 150 horsepower, pushing the craft to speeds of up to 30 knots. Control is handled through a single central joystick, keeping the experience intuitive and minimal. The goal isn't mass production. This is a luxury concept, high performance, visually striking, and highly adaptable. Less like a boat, more like a glimpse at how future personal vehicles might move across the world. 100 silver ounces. Meet the XAG P100, built for the next phase of smart farming by XAG. This agricultural drone isn't just powerful, it's practical. The airframe and task modules are separated, so switching roles takes minutes, not hours. That also means easier transport, faster maintenance, and less downtime in the field. Spraying is where it really stands out. Advanced peristaltic pumps deliver steady flow at low volumes. Automatic nozzle shut-off prevents waste. Optimized centrifugal systems boost efficiency, even during precision applications. Spreading operations get a major upgrade too. A redesigned spreading disc paired with a screw feeder improves consistency, accuracy, and coverage across every pass. At the core is the Super X4 Pro intelligent control system. High-performance computing meets smart algorithms to automate precision spraying and aerial broadcasting with confidence. The result? A reliable, flexible drone that works as a true partner in digital agriculture, efficient, accurate, and ready for modern farms. Meet the Arc Aerosystems S5M, a cargo demonstrator built to push the limits of aerodynamics and flight control technology. Think of it as a testbed for the next generation of aircraft. This subscale model is crucial for refining designs, setting commercial standards, and helping certify new technologies. It can be flown manually or remotely, giving engineers plenty of flexibility during testing. The S5M isn't just versatile, it's fast. It cruises at 955 miles per hour, can cover 135 miles on a single flight, and climbs up to nearly 10,000 feet. Despite its size, it carries up to 132 pounds and has a maximum takeoff weight of 1,323 pounds. Power comes from 6 propellers, 5 ducted fans plus a rear pusher propeller. All of them are driven by battery packs neatly packed inside a sleek carbon fiber fuselage. On the ground, a tricycle-style landing gear keeps it stable. And thanks to its distributed electric propulsion system, the S5M gains extra safety, efficiency, and reliability. A true glimpse at the future of aircraft design. Meet the Nerf Terra Scout, a remote-controlled blaster that mixes mobility, live video, and dart action into one oversized machine. Instead of pulling a trigger by hand, you drive this thing. 2 joysticks handle movement, letting the Terrascout roll forward, reverse, or spin on the spot without needing much room. The tank-style treads grip well, whether it's carpet, grass, or rough flooring. Up front is a rotating blaster fed by a large 35-dart drum on the Recon version. It fires standard elite darts. Tap the trigger for single shots, or hold it down to unload fast. Everything you see through the vehicle's camera, streamed live back to your controller. You can also save your runs. Slide in an SD card and record footage directly from the Terrascout's point of view. While the packaging mentions HD video, most users report the image looks closer to standard definition, clear enough for navigation and aiming, but not crisp cinema quality video. Setup is simple. The blaster module locks onto the main body, and you're ready to drive. Steering stays smooth even in tight spaces, thanks to its ability to rotate in place. The Recon model stands out with a darker color scheme and higher dart capacity, but performance stays the same as the original. Speed, controls, and firing behavior are identical. This isn't an autonomous robot. There's no programming or self-driving mode, it only moves when you tell it to. And because the electronics are exposed, it's a strict no-go around water. It's bigger and heavier than a normal dart blaster, but that's the trade-off for combining remote driving, live video feedback, and foam dart firing into one system. All of that comes at a premium, with a price tag around $1,757 from Nerf.
Quadro 4. Imagine a scooter that leans like a motorcycle but grips the road with 4 wheels. That's exactly what this machine delivers. Under the body sits a 346cc single-cylinder engine pushing out around 30 horsepower. Enough to feel strong off the line. Enough to stay smooth at speed. Each wheel has its own disc brake, so stopping feels controlled and confident, even in traffic. Power goes to the rear through a twin-belt setup, keeping the ride balanced and predictable. Here's where it really changes the game. A hydraulic tilting system lets all 4 wheels lean together through corners. More contact with the road, more stability, more confidence, whether you're cutting through city streets or cruising open roads. Despite weighing about 281 kilos, it never feels bulky. It moves easily through traffic and can push past 80 miles per hour without strain. City commuting? Easy. Highway riding? No problem. And the best part, depending on local laws, you can ride it with either a motorcycle or car license. This isn't just another way to get around. It's a fresh take on personal transport. 4 wheels, full tilt, a bold mix of performance, control, and freedom.
W Pyramid. Imagine a villa that floats above the water, with an underwater bedroom. Welcome to the W Pyramid. This isn't just luxury, it's futuristic, eco-friendly, and part of a bold Dubai-based tourism project at the heart of Europe. The villa rises 3 levels: the sky deck, the sea deck, and the submarine deck. On the sky deck, you can soak in the sun, relax in a jacuzzi, or enjoy an open-air meal. The sea deck holds the kitchen, living area, and a staircase that leads straight into the water. But the real magic is below the surface. 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms sit behind panoramic windows, offering uninterrupted views of coral reefs and marine life. Imagine waking up to that every day. Prices vary depending on the model and features, but a W Pyramid typically costs around $4.7 million. For those dreaming of ultimate underwater living, the W Pyramid isn't just a villa, it's an experience. Renault Microcycle. Picture this. A one-wheeled electric bike that looks intimidating, but rides surprisingly smooth. This is the Renault Motors Microcycle, and it solves a problem most people don't expect: fear. A single wheel sounds unstable, but this machine is built to do the balancing for you. At the center is a massive 25-inch motorcycle tire. That wide footprint keeps the ride steady while topping out around 10 miles per hour. It's not built for racing, it's built for control. Even steep streets aren't an issue, handling inclines up to a 20-degree grade with ease. Power comes from removable rechargeable batteries. Plug it into a standard 12-volt DC charger, wait about 6 hours, and you're good to go. One full charge delivers roughly 10 miles of range, or about an hour if you ride at max speed. Those same batteries also run the built-in LED headlights and the illuminated dashboard, so everything you need is right in front of you, even in low light. The real surprise comes when you ride it. The microcycle balances itself instantly. No wobble, no fight. You simply lean forward to move, lean back to slow down. Most riders figure it out in seconds. It may look extreme, but the experience is calm, intuitive, and far safer than you'd expect. Once you're on it, the fear disappears, and the fun kicks in. SIWO. 3 students in Switzerland looked at a simple question: why should stairs stop a wheelchair? Their answer became a self-balancing electric chair that moves where most can't. On flat ground, it drives like a normal wheelchair. Smooth, agile, easy to turn, but when stairs appear, everything changes. Hidden rubber tracks deploy beneath the chair. The system shifts its center of gravity. The seat stays level, the rider stays calm. To climb, the chair moves backward, slow and controlled. To descend, it rolls forward with the same precision. At every step, sensors adjust the angle in real time. No manual lifting, no risky transfers. The chair automatically transitions from floor to stairs and back again. Control is simple: use a joystick, or just lean slightly and let the system respond. Back on the ground, the wheels take over. Curbs, tram tracks, grass, mud, loose stones. It handles them all and can even spin in place. This isn't just a wheelchair that drives. It's a wheelchair that adapts. And that changes where independence is possible. Mars sample return. Imagine holding a piece of Mars in a lab on Earth. That's the goal of the Mars sample return campaign. The plan starts on the surface. Perseverance is already drilling into Martian rock, sealing samples, and leaving them behind like a trail of breadcrumbs. Next comes the hard part. A future lander will touch down, collect those tubes, and fire them off Mars using a small rocket. That launch sends the samples into orbit around another planet. Waiting above is an orbiter. It will track the container, grab it mid-space, and begin the long journey back to Earth. Why go through all this trouble? Because these samples could reveal how Mars formed, and whether life ever existed there. But the mission isn't smooth sailing. Costs have surged toward an estimated $10 billion. Timelines are slipping, with a return now expected in the late 2030s. To keep the mission alive, NASA is rethinking the approach. Together with the European Space Agency, it's also looking beyond government programs. Private aerospace companies may hold the key. New partnerships could simplify the plan, cut costs, and bring Mars closer than ever before. Renault Float. Meet a bold idea from Renault, a concept car that rethinks how vehicles move and interact with cities. This isn't shaped like a typical car. Its near-spherical design allows it to glide smoothly in any direction, making tight urban spaces easier to navigate. Movement feels fluid, almost effortless. The exterior tells its own story. A translucent skin can shift color and transparency on demand, letting the vehicle adapt its look in real time. It's not just design, it's communication. Step inside, and the focus changes to people. The cabin is open and spacious, designed to be adjusted around your needs. Comfort comes first, with seamless digital connectivity built into every surface. This concept is made for autonomous travel. Advanced sensors and AI systems constantly read the environment, aiming to deliver a ride that's both secure and efficient. More than a car, it's a vision. One where urban mobility is flexible, user-focused, and mindful of the environment. This is how Renault imagines moving through the cities of tomorrow. Kodiak Canvas Cabin Tent. Meet the cabin tent built for people who don't want to choose between comfort and toughness. This is the Kodiak Canvas Cabin Lodge from Kodiak Canvas, and it's designed for serious outdoor living. The tent uses heavy-duty Hydra Shield cotton duck canvas, giving you breathability without sacrificing weather protection. It feels solid, not flimsy. Setup is a two-person job, but once it's standing, the space is impressive. A peak height of 7.5 feet means you can stand upright and move freely. Straight walls around the sides turn the interior into a true walk-around room, not a crawlspace. The frame is built from galvanized steel tubing, engineered to stay stable in high winds and handle snow buildup without collapsing. This is a tent made to stay put when conditions turn rough. Cold nights aren't a problem either. A built-in stove jack lets you safely run a wood-burning stove inside. If you're camping without heat, the jack seals closed so no air or moisture sneaks in. You'll also find practical extras included right out of the box, like a durable storage bag and oversized steel stakes that actually hold ground. And if you want even more room, there's an optional enclosed awning that expands the living area, giving you a sheltered spot for gear or a place to escape the rain. This isn't just a tent. It's a base camp built for comfort, strength, and long stays outdoors. Deep Flight Super Falcon. Meet the Deep Flight Super Falcon, a personal submarine that's redefining underwater exploration. Designed by Graham Hawkes, this winged submersible, officially called the DF-302, is built for thrill seekers and tech enthusiasts alike. It runs on batteries, cruising smoothly between 2 and 6 knots. But speed isn't the only highlight. This sub can dive as deep as 1,000 feet while carrying up to 230 kilograms and 2 passengers comfortably. The Super Falcon's design is all about control and agility. It descends at 200 feet per minute and ascends at 400 feet per minute. Its wings, when extended, span 3 meters wide, stand 1.6 meters tall, and stretch 6.7 meters long. Fold them, and the width drops to just 1.4 meters, perfect for tight spots. Built by California's Hawks Ocean Technologies, the Deep Flight Super Falcon isn't just a sub, it's an invitation to experience the ocean like never before. Flying train. Imagine a train that never touches the ground. This idea is called the flying train, a futuristic transport concept developed by Dahir Insat. Instead of rolling on tracks, this system uses suspended pods that glide along elevated lines above the city. Think of it as a hybrid, part traditional rail, part next-generation tech. Each pod hangs from overhead rails and moves using electric propulsion. That means no engines on the road below, less noise, and far fewer emissions. Because it runs above existing streets, it avoids the biggest problem cities face today: traffic congestion. Another advantage? Infrastructure. Since the rails are elevated, the system can be added without tearing apart roads or buildings. Cities wouldn't need massive reconstruction projects. That makes the concept flexible, scalable, and far easier to adapt to modern urban environments. The goal is simple: faster travel, cleaner energy, and smarter use of space. While it's still a concept, the flying train offers a glimpse into how future cities might move, quietly, efficiently, and above the chaos below. Hand-cooked tire. A South Korean tire manufacturer, Hankook Tire, is rethinking how wheels should move in the future. Instead of rolling in just one direction, the company has revealed experimental wheels that can move sideways, diagonally, and rotate in place. These omnidirectional wheel robots are built to handle almost anything: city roads, rough outdoor surfaces, and even indoor spaces. The goal isn't just mobility, it's control. These machines are designed to run in a semi-autonomous mode, while still allowing remote operation when precision is needed. But the wheels are only part of the idea. Alongside them, Hankook is developing a modular transport pod platform. Think of vehicles that adapt to their surroundings. For example, buses that can slide smoothly into tight pull-out spaces instead of awkwardly maneuvering. By combining flexible wheel movement with adaptable vehicle platforms, the company is aiming for maximum space efficiency and near-limitless use cases. In short, this isn't just a new wheel design. It's a glimpse at how future mobility could move freely, efficiently, and without traditional limits.
Razor DT Drift Trike. This isn't your average ride. This is the Razor DXT Drift Trike, built for people who crave motion, noise, and control. At first glance, it looks like a compact motorcycle. But once you sit down, you realize it's something else entirely. A low-slung steel frame keeps you planted. Wide, slick rear wheels are made to slide, not grip. That's the whole point. This trike is designed for downhill drifting. Lean into a corner, break traction, and let the rear end swing out. Every turn feels intentional. Every slide feels earned. Power comes from an electric motor paired with a variable speed controller. That means you decide how aggressive the ride gets. Smooth and controlled, or wild and unpredictable. The lightweight construction makes it easy to flick side to side. Quick transitions, tight spins, long, controlled fishtails. It responds instantly to your input. And it's not just about speed. It's about balance, timing, and confidence. You're not racing a clock, you're riding the edge. Whether you're carving downhill curves, snapping fast 180s, or linking drifts back to back, this trike invites you to push further each run. The DXT Drift Trike doesn't just move you forward. It changes how you think about riding. Less rules, more control, pure adrenaline on 3 wheels.
Tire flying cars. Imagine a future where your car doesn't just drive, it lifts off. This concept is called the A-Tire, a futuristic design aimed at autonomous flying vehicles. Instead of using separate wheels and propellers, this single component does both jobs. On the ground, it works like a regular wheel. But unlike today's tires, it has no air inside. That non-pneumatic design makes it tougher, more resistant to damage, and better suited for constant use. When it's time to take off, everything changes. The wheel shifts into a horizontal position. Its flexible spokes begin to spin, generating lift like a propeller. No extra wings, no external rotors. The entire system runs on an electric motor, with projected flight speeds reaching up to 150 miles per hour, at least in theory. Right now, this tire is still just a concept, but Goodyear believes ideas like this could redefine transportation. Fewer mechanical parts, more efficient vehicles, and potentially less traffic and pollution in crowded cities. It's not on the road or in the sky yet, but it offers a glimpse of how driving and flying could one day merge into a single motion. U-Boat Works Nemo. Meet the Nemo by U-Boat Works, a personal submarine designed for modern explorers. This isn't just any sub. Nemo combines luxury, elegance, and cutting-edge engineering to take you deep beneath the waves. Available in 1- and 2-seater models, it's perfect for solo adventures or shared underwater journeys. What sets Nemo apart? Its design is award-winning. Lightweight at around 2,500 kg and compact at just 1.55 meters tall, it's more space-efficient than 2 jet skis. That means easy handling, whether launching from a boat, a beach, or even a trailer. Simplicity meets innovation. Nemo's user-focused design has even earned a prestigious Red Dot Award, proving that thoughtful engineering can be both functional and beautiful. And now, thanks to U-Boat Works' steep pricing strategy, this high-tech submarine is more accessible than ever. The Nemo 1 starts at $545,000, ideal for solitary explorers. The Nemo 2, built for teamwork and shared adventures, goes for $590,000. Dive in. Experience the ocean like never before.
BMW Alpha. Meet BMW Alpha. Concept bike that looks fast even when it's standing still. This machine was born from a cross-continental partnership. A Turkish designer teamed up with an American builder, united by one goal: pure speed through smart design. Instead of copying tradition, they started with nature. The front end is sculpted like a great white shark's nose, slicing air with intent. Every surface serves a purpose. The body blends aluminum with carbon fiber to keep weight low and rigidity high. Beneath that skin sits a reworked engine from BMW, based on the legendary BMW K75 platform, modified for reliability and raw output. But this isn't just engineering, it's expression. Each line reflects hours of craftsmanship and a clear vision of what performance can look like when form follows function. The ambition is bold. Point this bike at the endless white stretch of the Bonneville Salt Flats and let it run. And along the way, win over riders who believe motorcycles should feel as thrilling as they look.
SkyOV. Imagine an aircraft that looks straight out of the future. The SkyOV combines sleek, fighter-like lines with a bold, aerodynamic delta shape. But this isn't just about looks. Its unique blended wing design folds neatly when not in use, making it both futuristic and functional. Inside, it can carry up to 200 passengers, all enjoying a flexible, luxurious cabin. From configurable seating to cutting-edge amenities, comfort is taken to a whole new level. Under the hood, the SkyOV uses bladeless turbines paired with hybrid pulse detonation engines. The result? Quieter flights, greater efficiency, and a reduced environmental footprint. Every aspect of its design prioritizes eco-friendliness, integrating green technologies wherever possible. With its combination of high performance, innovative engineering, and sustainable design, the SkyOV is ready to redefine air travel as we know it. Conquer Falcon Expedition 700. Meet the Falcon Expedition 700, an off-road trailer built for people who don't turn back when the road disappears. This rig is made to take a beating. A reinforced chassis and heavy-duty suspension help it crawl over rocks, ruts, and uneven trails while staying planted and secure behind your vehicle. But it's not just tough. It's smartly designed for real-life outdoors. Inside, you get a fold-out tent that sets up fast, a practical kitchen for cooking anywhere, and generous storage for gear, food, and supplies. Everything has a purpose. Nothing feels wasted. The Falcon Expedition 700 works as a true mobile base camp. You can travel farther, stay longer, and remain comfortable without relying on campsites or hotels. It blends serious off-road performance with modern convenience, giving adventurers a dependable setup for extended trips into the wild. Pricing typically ranges from around $32,400 to $55,900, depending on configuration, placing it firmly in the premium expedition category for those who demand reliability when conditions get extreme. Platypus craft. Imagine exploring the underwater world, without a wetsuit, scuba gear, or even snorkeling. Meet the Platypus craft, a revolutionary water vehicle that takes you from the surface to beneath the waves in seconds. This innovative craft isn't just a boat. With a simple adjustment to its center section, it transforms into a semi-submersible, giving you an up-close view of marine life, coral reefs, and even sunken treasures. On the water, the Platypus craft glides smoothly thanks to its jet drive. Steering is intuitive. Just use the handlebar to control speed and direction. It's safe, easy to operate, and perfect for beginners and adventure seekers alike. Inside, there's room for 4 passengers, and the battery keeps you exploring for up to 4 hours. Crafted with precision by the French company Platypus Craft, this high-end marine vehicle brings underwater adventure to a whole new level. The Platypus Craft isn't just a ride, it's your personal gateway to a world below the waves. Dive in like never before. Earth T250LX. Meet the Earth T250LX, a tiny trailer built for big adventures. This teardrop camper weighs just 250 pounds, making it one of the lightest trailers you can tow today. Most cars can pull it with ease, which means no truck, no stress, and no complicated setup. Its compact footprint makes tight turns simple and storage painless. Even if space is limited at home, this trailer fits right in. But don't let the size fool you. Once parked, pop-out panels expand the interior, turning a minimal shell into a surprisingly usable living space. Inside, you'll find a cozy sleeping area, a smart kitchenette, and well-placed storage for your gear. It's designed for road trips, weekend camping, and off-grid escapes, without giving up comfort. The Earth T250LX is positioned as a premium ultralight trailer, with pricing starting around $38,500. For travelers who want freedom, simplicity, and smart design, this tiny trailer punches far above its weight.